It is Saturday, March 13th. This is episode 3 of the Henry and Jill, or Jill and Henry, podcast. Did I say it was episode 3, season 1? Well, if I didn't, it's episode 3, season 1. Tell us about your job. What's happened? What has happened since the last podcast?
This is really awkward because if you guys watched our last podcast, we had a small argument about him not supporting my job. And, well, 2 months later, we're here. And I quit my job. So, that's really awkward. I start my new job on Wednesday. I'm pretty excited, but...
Details. Where do you work, dog? This isn't...
We're at Savers now.
How much do you work? Who do you work with?
I mean, it's going to be like 25 hours a week. And I'm a little nervous because beforehand I worked at Journey's, just like a shoe store. And it's like very different. So.
What do you specifically do at Savers? If you know.
You just go through the clothes and price them, stuff like that.
You're the one organizing the gross shirts into like, here's the gross dad shirt pile, here are the dirty pants.
I think.
Here are the shorts. So you're going to touch a lot of contaminated stuff. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay, wash your hands like 5 times before you hang out because that's so gross. Those clothes are just... Even wearing them afterwards, I wash them.
I wash my thrifted clothes before I wear them.
Because it's like...
You don't know where they've been.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, but it pays a lot better than my last job. I quit my last job because they want to give me a raise, so now we're here.
Let's talk about the last job. We won't name names. Well, Waylon, that's fine, but... a couple of last days, this one guy... If you didn't know, we are dating, me and Jillian. The description of this podcast on Spotify is like 2 dating teenagers that discuss everything and anything. It's really cringe. It's really dumb. But anyways, there's this guy who's in a relationship. He has a girlfriend. And,
of 3 years.
Of 3 years?
Yeah, since he was like 15.
It's kind of a red flag.
Dating for 3 years or the context of the situation?
3 years. Since 15.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
There's more fish in the sea. I don't know. But anyways, he became a weirdo.
He did.
At the end. And
it made me really uncomfortable because when he first started working there...
The sly shoulder touches with my girlfriend. Oh, yeah, I'm like her best friend. Waylon didn't like that.
But then,
how do I feel? I'm the best friend, if anything. Because that's how that should work, but...
It was messy, and it was...
And then she's been texting him, for multiple months before. And that was
not months. He literally has been working there for not even a month.
That was just like... More salt to the wound, so to speak. Anyways... Yeah, good thing you got out of that job.
Yeah, my best friend, she was like, Jill, he for your last day, he wants to get you your favorite food and flowers, and it made me really nauseous.
Yeah, it was
but he didn't do that.
He's gonna try and kiss you or something.
Yeah, he didn't do that. He just hugged me and I was like, Jill, text us sometime so we can hang out, and
It's it's obvious he's... whether he likes you or not, which, I can't really say, but, that's just not cool, really.
Yeah.
In the context, flowers and nice food.
Well, it's funny, because he asked...
It's, nice, yeah, but it's just...
He asked Waylon, she was talking to him, and he was like... So how does Jill's boyfriend feel about you being in their relationship?
Yeah.
So he...
I don't know what was that.
I don't even know what that means.
Because.
But maybe.
What is Waylon telling him?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll figure that out.
Well,
'Cause
she
she
didn't
has to-
tell him anything like that. Waylon then said, well, like, we're best friends, but, like, nothing like that, you know?
What did he say?
I don't even know.
Yeah, clearly there's a lack of knowledge in this department.
It just, I don't know, maybe he wanted to know to see how you would react about him wanting to be my best friend. I don't know.
You know, I don't want you to be his best friend.
That's totally okay.
You know, or even his friend. You know, that might just sound like I'm self-conscious. No, I just think he's a little...
Creepy.
Yeah.
Like, he touched my shoulder like this.
Like, yeah,
Tried to get me to move. And I was like, why did you just...
Obviously, he, like, either likes you or is just a complete weirdo and
Just
doesn't know
have a
boundaries.
filter, yeah.
Which...
Wouldn't surprise me,
know.
honestly. If you were to talk to him, he just, like, doesn't have...
But I don't really care. That's not... That's... If you don't have a filter, well, learn how to get a filter. That's not, like, an excuse. I don't really care, you know?
Yeah.
Too.
I don't know. And the entire time, I was just thinking, like, how happy I was that I was getting out of that. Because it started just, like, the last week of me working there. That was weird. And he asked about my boyfriend a lot, which I thought was
Yeah, no, he obviously...
interesting.
Let's just be real. He had some feelings towards you.
And he found me on all my social media. I don't know how.
No, he has feelings towards you. Admit that. Please.
Maybe. It just makes me feel sad for the girl that he's dating.
Yeah.
Because she's really self-conscious about him working with all girls. And then Waylon, my best friend, was like, he went up to her and he was like, Taylor, I just want to tell you that you're a huge point of contention in my relationship. And she was like, Kay? Like, what did...
He's just trying to be like, okay, so it's obvious that, like, if you want, you know, trying to give...
Yeah.
Give those, like, hints, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Without giving them, but, like, seeing the reaction. That's just, you know, he's that kind of guy. But you got out of there. If you didn't get out of there, well, he probably would have tried to...
Do something.
If you, like, hung out with him...
Talon called me today. Talon, a.k.a. Waylon.
Waylon?
Was like...
Talon works at Journeys.
Yes. And that's how we became best friends. She was like... and he was tried to hold her hand, tried to touch her hand.
Yeah. Poor girl. I hope they break up, I guess. Well, okay, no, I shouldn't say that. I don't really know context and...
She just moved to Dixie.
Well, that must
And
be
he
it.
started acting weird when she moved to Dixie.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, that's sad. But yeah, that's definitely it. If it was just a sudden occurrence, that would...
Yeah. So, but the next job I'm going to work at, it just might be bad, might be good. I don't know.
There is a girl there that is blatantly just racist, but not like the conventional, like, white person racism. No, it's like the 2021 version. So, let me explain.
Well, it's not just that. It's like she was like, your boyfriend's just...
Let's just explain the story and then...
Okay.
So, I guess you guys were talking about me a bit ago, and this chick, Jillian's friend, she was like, yeah, I don't really like Henry. He's a white male.
White heterosexual male.
Oh,
white straight male.
She said, did she say heterosexual?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, yeah, he's a white straight male, and he's just... And let me provide some context. Can I say? She has in the past had a crush on Jillian. She is a she, so you know, some lesbo action, some bi, whatever, maybe. And yeah, that's not great. And she's working with her, so that's not great. she's working with another guy that openly flirted with her right in front of me in her house. So, I can't say I'm going to be super enthralled of the people she's working with, but she does get more money. So, okay, but not the...
And the good thing about Henry, a good thing about our relationship, we have, like, trust for each other, and it's not that he doesn't trust me, it's just an uncomfortable situation, which we've had to talk about a lot. Because I applied for this job, like, a week and a half ago.
And I was openly like, okay, I can't really, like...
Which I appreciated.
Yeah. I'm
Because we
going to
talked
say how
about
it is. I don't... Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's just... And it's something because my friend who said that about him... That's, like, my friend. It kind of sucked. I was like, you can't say that.
Well, that's not your friend. Or maybe in your eyes it's your friend, but in my eyes a friend doesn't do that.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, so she's not your friend?
I don't know. I don't want
You're
beef
not
because I'm going to work with her.
You're not willing to confront the idea she's not a good friend.
I guess maybe good friend. Yeah, she's not a good friend.
Which is a hard idea to... Because, I know that redeemable qualities. You said it yourself, she just... Red flag in a pretty important area.
Yeah, one of the most important areas of my life.
And it's not even just, it's about me. If this person doesn't love me, whatever.
Fine, yeah.
But because I'm a white heterosexual male like you know?
She was like, he just really gives off that energy or something like that.
Like, shut the fuck up. It's absurd. Like, I never want to talk to this person, and I'm annoyed and, like, mad that you're just going to work with her every single day for, like, multiple hours. So that's annoying. I guess I have to get over myself, but, I think it's valid to get annoyed, and
I think so.
It's a dumb situation.
It is. Yeah.
And you're going to say, but it's what it is. Essentially.
I just think this is an important opportunity that I should take. And we have trust, so... Yeah, that's the front of my work. That's all of that and the weird people in my life.
Yeah, tell us about what's been going on with your life recently. Recently, since last podcast, it's been a whole month.
It's been like 2 months. It's been a minute.
Month and a half, maybe, yeah.
It was mostly just quitting my job and getting
Your sister.
Oh yeah. Oh, guys, I'm kidding. It actually has not been that chill. It's been pretty intense. My sister is actually going to be an episode on this,
Is she? She said she didn't want to.
I would say she was going to be a guest on this episode. Was being the key word.
For this exact
episode. And we've been, talking about this since we started making podcasts. So... one night, she started having these, tics. And I was like, okay. Because she's had, little tics her entire life. And that's fine. But these were, intense, that kind of thing, And I was like, And then she started making mouth noises. And it just got really intense. And it was absurd. So my mom took my sister to the hospital, and she just, she couldn't hold still. She just kept ticking. It's been like that for months, and it's nuts, and it's very intense, and because it's so intense, she literally got diagnosed with Tourette's, which usually takes a year to get diagnosed with, so that's pretty intense.
Did she get officially diagnosed with
Tourette's?
Tourette's?
By a neurologist.
I guess, yeah.
He was
what else could it be?
He was like, she has Tourette's. And she's 15. And the neurologist was like, I've never seen it this severe in a 15-year-old before. He was like, we're just gonna, like, she has Tourette's. I'm just gonna tell you now. So, yeah. That's been pretty crazy. My sister has a boyfriend now. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, you dive into that as much as you feel comfortable. If that's all you want.
This guy that she's dating is practically my ex, and it's just really weird and uncomfy, and I don't like their relationship. Henry doesn't like their relationship.
Well, but you think they're cute, right?
That's
what you said.
On the outside, I guess. Like, he's, like, really nice, opens the door for her. I just can't get past that he would date my sister. And do some of the things that he's done. So. Yeah, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, they were friends, but, like, they liked each other and whatnot a while ago. And I think that it's valid to be uncomfortable, but I've talked about with you the fact that you cared so much was worrisome, because who cares? You were in a relationship with me. You've been in, like, 2 relationships since then, you know? And it's valid, and I'm still like, yeah, it's a little weird. I think Potate's just having a boyfriend, for me, is just a little weird already.
My sister...
You know, she's just a...
She doesn't commit, and she just talks to a lot of boys and a lot of girls. And she just... all over Snapchat.
Well, she is committed.
And I know. And we just never... I didn't see this happening anytime soon. And one day, they just started hanging out. And on Valentine's Day, he was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? And they've been dating for not even a month now. I guess tomorrow would be a month.
Yeah. Well, you gotta be in relationships, I guess, if you want to grow and learn and stuff.
I think this will be a good learning experience for all of us.
There's sure been a lot of stuff that's happened.
Yeah.
So.
It's a whole thing.
But that's okay. Yeah. Because their relationship is their crap to deal with. And, well, frankly, it's very intertwined with your family at this point.
Very much.
It's just caused a lot of BS with things that have happened. But.
My poor mom.
Yeah, I feel bad for the mom, but I don't really feel bad for, because you got to worry about your... It's
not my problem.
You got to worry about your sister, but realize that...
It's more just, like, annoying.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not worrisome. No. Like, I'm not going to feel bad because it's annoying.
I don't know. What about your life? Let's talk about your life.
We're wrapping up the potato segment, I guess, yeah.
We talked to her about coming on maybe another time. She might. She's learning how to process her feelings with these tics. My sister has, like, ulcers and stuff. She just has a lot of health problems. So, yeah, it's a lot.
Well, having just ulcers isn't a lot of health problems. Ulcers and Tourette's. Tourette's is like a neurological.
It's not even neurological, it's psychological.
But doesn't it affect, like, your nerves? Because it's, like, literally your nerves.
Yeah, I guess.
I think it's, like, both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's, like, psychological, but it's, like... I have no idea. I'm not a Tourette's expert. I just think it's funny. Beforehand. Like, Tourette's jokes.
It was so random. Yeah,
it was on, we went to a dance. We went to Sweethearts. We were dancing in this basement. That day, it was just, like, weird tics. I was, like, knowing her little sister, like, with peace and love, I was, like...
I thought she was faking it. My mom thought she was faking it.
I'm like, yeah.
Henry thought she was faking it.
I'm like, dude, what?
But then it was, like, there was no way that she could have put it up this long.
No, yeah, she's not faking it, of course.
I know. I'm just saying, after, like, a week, we were like, okay, there's no way.
Yeah, maybe there's, like, 4 days. When there was, like, pain, I was like, okay, that's real.
Yeah, it's because her body, like, convulses, and, like, it's like she's almost getting folded in half.
Yeah. But
It's sad to watch.
I love her. It's not like I hope she gets better. I just hope I feel it
Gets more
there's
under
been
control.
the first day, like, it's been worse. When I was there yesterday, I didn't even notice it really.
I'm just used to it.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going away.
I don't know. It's cool that Henry's so close to my family. Makes me happy. My sister really looks up to him and cares about what
I
he
don't
thinks.
think she looks up to me.
She does.
I think Jax, I don't think Potatoes.
My little brother looks up to Henry like nobody's business.
But that's understandable. I'm his Minecraft buddy. Bro.
They're like best
That's
friends.
how the bros work, you know?
Every time
You look up to the older bro. All the bros know this.
He loves Henry and he calls him his brother and it's the cutest thing. But Jules does care about your opinion, my sister.
That doesn't mean she looks up to me.
Okay.
I'm just like busting your balls about that because she's 15. I'm only 16.
So I think it's really cool that Henry can be around and supportive during this time, I guess. You've been really awesome.
Have I?
Yeah, you have.
I haven't really done anything. Besides, like, not support. I'm like, okay, I love you no matter what.
Yeah. Because Jules is
If
having
you
a
have
really
Tourette's-
hard time about that.
Still?
No, she was. I mean, now...
She seems so fine for having Tourette's.
Yeah.
For real.
And it's more like she just can't do anything about it, so...
Yeah, but just that she just dealt with it so
well, lately
quickly.
she's been having a lot of, I think, like, baggage and, like, breakdowns about it. It's hard. She's on a lot of medication, too. That will mess one up.
Well, naturally, not like she's over dramatic. Oh yeah, no, totally. But like cries a lot and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not under mine. No, yeah, I'm sure. I can't really imagine what that would be like to suddenly get. It made me worried. I'm like, holy cow! I could suddenly get Tourette's. I can't play the saxophone with like Tourette if it was like hand anything.
Well, it's
like
sad. Like she's
that was like constant. If it wasn't just like mild Tourette's.
Her life has changed a lot. There's a lot that she can't do. She has to be watched all the time while she's cooking. She can't use knives, like stuff like that. It's just.
She don't cook.
She loves cooking.
Okay. I guess that's like.
It's just sad. Or like she wanted to get her nails done, but she's like, "How am I gonna do that? Because they have to do like a drill on your nails and stuff." Or she she wants to have a baby. She was like, how can I be a mom if I have, like, Tourette's? She's like, I'm going to drop my baby. I was like, Jules, no, you won't.
You can totally be a mom with Tourette's.
That's what my mom said. She was like,
totally
and she would be an awesome mom.
You can totally be a mom. And in the past, she was like, I never want kids. So now that she's worried about that, I'm confused, but she's, like, a young child. So,
when she started liking boys. And, like...
there's the correlation. She gets over, like, boys are gross.
Yeah.
And then she's like,
remember when that
boys.
clicked, like, for her?
Yeah, that was a little icky.
And it was very sudden.
It was icky.
And that's when she started being like, oh, maybe I do want kids.
Are we talking about the same phase? Like, where she was like... I can't even explain it. I can't explain it.
She talked to a lot of guys.
Yeah, totally just Snapchat, like...
And, yeah.
Hoe? I don't know. I don't want to call your little sister.
She's not a hoe. She just... I think she liked that attention.
Yeah, she's the girl that's like, I like attention, and she's on Snapchat and talks to,
and they give it to her.
Every guy knows that girl. I've been on TikTok. I've seen all those sad guys who are like, oh, the girls are the same. Yeah, it's because you're talking to the girls on Snapchat, my friend.
Juice was right. All girls are the same. Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, I've been on TikTok. Luckily, I got off.
It's kind of been a crazy time in my life. I don't know. A lot of transition, I think. But.
You left your job and you got a new one. What else?
And we're changing our way of life. To an extent. I don't know. Kind of crazy. It's very interesting that you can just have Tourette's.
Yeah,
I thought it was something you were born with.
0.0001% of the U.S. knows that. I didn't know that. Like, Yeah, don't get Tourette's on me.
It's genetic.
You have the genes.
It's genetic.
So if you do, I'll still love you. Just like it'll be more drama.
Why?
More like stuff to be like deal with. That sounds really. I don't know. I'll love you and cherish you.
Thank you. She yeah, it's genetic, and my dad has tics, and my little brother has tics, but not repetitive.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, not like, woo! F you. Yeah.
Waylon. 50 Nick. 50 Nick. Waylon. Anyways, yeah, what's new with my life since the last podcast? I don't really know. I don't know. This is going to be a segue into something I feel it's important to share. So today is March 13th, 2021. And today's actually a really important day in like everybody's lives, frankly, at least in maybe the US or where just the state I live in. Because 1 year ago, the world shut down, meaning the school, the entirety of our state probably shut down. And we will be back in 2 weeks. That's what they said. And that was the beginning of probably the hardest time for
everyone.
For a lot of people's lives. And it's the anniversary. These are photos. March 13th. Band tour. It's the anniversary. And it's really uncomfortable. I was thinking about this today. And 1 year ago today, I was on band tour. And that was one of the last times I ever did something like truly fun with people outside of my family for months and months and months. That was the last time I went somewhere for months and months and months. That was the last time I went to a restaurant for months and months and months. Because, it was a hardcore quarantine when Corona hit. And it was like, don't even leave your house, really.
Yeah, my birthday was nuts.
Yeah, I know. I remember this. It was pretty hardcore. Doing online school, that was a phase of life. And it's very vivid in my brain. Just waking up and being like, wow, this is insane, but I'm just at home and I'm just going to go onto campus and do school and make some ramen, practice some music.
Well, it's more like you never think you would go through anything like that.
Yeah, it was, last year, this year, the Capitol, realizing that you are living through an incredibly historic event.
Yeah.
Like Corona, of course, everyone's thought this, but it'll be in the history books because it's one of the freaking deadliest things that's happened in, I'm a fat minute.
Since the 1900s, early 1900s.
Happens every 100 years or so. That's what I've heard. I don't really know. But yeah, and the weirdest part of it is it somehow feels like band tour wasn't a while ago. It feels like it was not that long ago, while also being incredibly, incredibly long ago. This is my third term of junior year. Third term just got done. I have one more year of junior year, and then I'm a senior, and then I go to high school. Yeah, one more term of junior year. And then I'm frankly done with high school.
Yeah, Henry's just doing a bunch of electives and shit, right?
No, I'm not even I'm wasting my time.
What are you doing senior year?
Doing random electives is what is this doing to further a skill that I want in life?
What are you doing?
Pottery is not doing shiz for me, right? I'm not going to take rando just crap. One thing I am taking is AP English, AP Lang, not AP English.
Lang.
And then band, a music 101 class. I'm in AP Music Theory this year, so this class, I don't even know. It'll just be at random. But I need the arts elective. And then I take a bunch of practice periods where I practice music, make music, study music, write compositions, 4-part harmony jams, whatever be it.
That's exciting. That'd be cool.
That's, frankly, that's like it. And then I take a PE class with my friends, which is going bowling like every day. So after this term, I'm like done. I know I always make fun of you like not doing school. So I'll kind of be like that. But I'm still going to school. I have to like lug myself to the classroom, sit in the desk, all that stuff. But yeah, just anyways, it's weird how time is flying by, and it gave me a crisis. I said to myself out loud when I thought about band tour and it being exactly a year ago, I was like, I said, like, what the balls? 'Cause it was just like worrisome,
That's weird.
And I'll be 18 and then...
And our world has adapted so much to fit COVID standards. Does that make sense? Like, it's it's crazy that this is the norm.
Yeah. And then after your 25s, after your 20s, your life just kind of becomes, that's what everyone says. It's just the same thing over and over again, really, probably. Depends what you do, but the thing you're looking forward to after that is retirement in like your 90s, so just weird, just funky. Weird. But anyways, yeah, I just want to talk about the anniversary of the last day of school.
Yeah.
That's weird. I didn't realize how much school I missed.
It was a long time. Didn't you not go back until April?
Well, yeah, we went back the next school year.
Oh, yeah. You just stayed, I remember.
Yeah. So a whole term. It's just, I'm like, wow, now this year I have to just deal with a whole other term. AP tests, ACT tests. I took the ACT a couple days ago. It's a bust.
You can retake it, though, if you want. So.
Yeah, I know, but it's a bust.
That's our life update. I feel like there was a lot of juice.
What next? Say something. Dead air, dude. I'm drinking.
I know. I'm sorry. That's like everything, babe.
That's a podcast.
We could talk about.
We're done.
How much longer do we have?
That's a dumb podcast. What do you want to talk about? What were you just about to say?
We could talk about my school's thing. But you know more about it than I do.
And I don't even know much about it. So, we live in a town, and there's a high school called Mountain View. There have been recent allegations that came out. And this school, I went to a junior high where 80% of the kids go to this school. I was like the 20% that go to the other high school. So this school is very much in like my town's society, ecosystem, whatever. It's a big high school that a lot of kids go to. And there have been recent allegations about racist administrators and stuff, and like involving the football team there. And
so does that mean they're racist towards their football players, or does that mean...
Yeah, it was...
Are they doing football right now?
Did you not hear government, like, Cox's thing or whatever, where he, like, canceled... We went on that mini quarantine where he canceled a lot of things, but he didn't cancel the football game, the state football games. And it was a joke. You don't remember that? Because he didn't cancel football. It's just absurd. And then a lot of people are like sending hate, which isn't cool, but I understand why.
Yeah.
Football, everything else got canceled, but football, I understand why people would be mad. But, all these football moms and stuff were getting hate, so it wasn't great. Hate because it wasn't great. That rhymed. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. It doesn't surprise me that Mountain View administrators apparently are allegedly racist. And I've heard many bad things about them in the past, frankly. I've heard
it's so bizarre to me because earlier this year, there was a student that, posted something really racist or something like that.
Mountain View?
Yeah.
Mountain View's...
And,
I shouldn't say ghetto.
The principal sent out this huge email, and they were like, want you to know that we don't condone this, kind of behavior. So that's very interesting to me. Because we have people of all sorts of ethnicities that go to that school. So that's very interesting. Lots of people of color.
Yeah, so my high school, the one that 20% of the junior high I went to. So all my friends leave. I don't know anyone. I'm just in this high school suddenly. And 90% of the kids that go to the high school I'm in, they come from this other junior high. So they're all friends. They all know each other. Kind of BS. But they are all, 99% of the people in the school are white. And as white as the word white can get. It is bad. If you didn't know this, we live in Utah. And if you're from outside of Utah, the first thing you thought of was crazy white Mormons. Because that's what everyone thinks, and because that's understandable. And Utah is filled with a bunch of crazy white Mormons. And my school is just so white. And my junior high was not there. Tons of Hispanic people, tons of Hispanic kids, and all those there were all these sketchy Hispanic kid groups. That's not supposed to be racist. No, it was just it was just funny, whatever. Anyways, they all go to this school. And yeah, that school's a hodgepodge of just craziness.
That's so, a kid it's not the first time that's happened this year. Yeah, a kid got stabbed at my high school when I was in,
Yeah, what grade were we in? Junior high.
6th grade?
Whoa.
Are you sure that it was...
not 6th grade.
Was it in junior high?
It was 8th grade, probably.
No.
Yes. Not 6th grade.
I think it was 7th grade. But...
Okay, maybe not 6th
and
grade.
I didn't plan on going to the high school that I am enrolled in.
What high school would you have gone to?
Timpanogos. That's where my boundaries are.
Wow.
And Lily went to Mountain View. And I didn't have... Yeah. So I went there. But... What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I remember thinking to myself, I don't want to go to the high school because somebody got stabbed there.
Yeah, I remember 9th grade. 9th grade junior high. It's just a bunch of knife jokes. And as I previously have said, 90% of the people that went to my junior high went to the school, and I was the kid that could make knife jokes. Hope you don't get stabbed to death. That's rude to the person. No one died, I don't think. So
I think one person did.
No. No one died.
It's very fatal, I remember that.
Yeah, but no one died.
Okay.
I wouldn't joke about this
it
if
still was
someone
terrible.
was dying.
It was terrible.
Well, yes, of course.
And very scary.
In a boys' locker room.
Was it in the boys' locker room?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Of course,
I thought it was in the hallway.
No, it was a boys' locker room.
Wow.
That's the best place. I shouldn't say that.
So scary.
But anyways, yeah, I remember all the knife jokes. Very immature and not funny, but it's 9th grade. Acne is flowing. The armpits are also flowing. And the puberty is going good. 9th grade wasn't really that. That was more 8th grade and 7th grade. But still, he was mature in 9th grade. That's so boring. Loved 9th grade. And I hated it, so.
It was fine.
Tell us about 9th grade.
the junior high I went to was like the ghetto.
That's right. Kind of was the ghetto.
Well, it was really bad with mental health and everything, and I was really struggling at that time. So, that really sucked.
You've changed a lot since then. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
So I think you got out of the junior high stuff good. You know, you either get out of junior high alive or you don't.
It ruins you forever.
Yeah. Well, junior high school, I think, frankly, more permanently can ruin you. Like, truly. I think junior high, you're just growing and changing and figuring yourself out.
I just had a lot of, like, traumatic, like, experiences there. And I just, like, was bullied. It just was really bad. So I did not like any of my junior high years.
Yeah. I don't know a lot of people that do. Everyone always loves high school a lot more than junior high. I'm going to be honest with you so far. Being someone that has experienced their junior year entirely with COVID and their end of their sophomore with COVID.
You would take junior high?
More than half of my high school has been the most miserable, dull, gray experience of my life. And here's the thing. I'm totally someone that says, if you don't like high school, you're not doing enough to make it fun. And I totally believe that.
Is that person, yeah. That was no
I think that's true.
Yeah, that's
Is that true? If you don't like high school, you're not putting yourself out there. You're not going to activities, dances, whatever. Dances aren't for everyone, right? Dances are kind of AIDS.
Henry doesn't like dance.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
No, they're fine. I love dances. But this school, there is no opportunity to do anything, sorry.
It's not, it's like...
Nothing happens.
You go to school and that's it. Like,
and no one... I'm not someone that loves talking to strangers, right?
Yeah.
But I like being in a classroom where there's a good group of people and they're all talking and it's like a good vibe. That has never once happened this year. It is so different. And you don't go to high school, so you don't like understand it.
I'm getting my GED yeah.
No one talks. It's so weird. It's like the masks. I think the masks and I think the year is just everyone.
Today,
everyone's just like fighting for themselves.
Today I went to a play and literally it was so weird. Everybody's wearing masks, but the people that were in the play like had like the face shields right here,
yeah,
and
the
I was
clear
so
ones.
yeah, and it was so.
I think that's so funny.
I was thinking to myself, you can see like all the condensation.
Yeah, I've seen photos. It's just like, oh.
I was sitting there and I was like, I love plays. I love musicals, anything like theater. I love going to that kind of stuff. And I was like, last year, like this is so different. I don't know. It was crazy. I was just sitting there in my seat and I was like, that's insane that this has to happen right now. It's crazy. It was weird. Yeah. And I went to Henry's...
Think about concerts.
Yeah, I went to Henry's concert, and there were kids literally playing their wind instruments?
Instruments, just
brass. Through their freaking masks. And that has to be so difficult. And their instruments had masks, too. Like, they had, like, shields on them.
Instrument covers, like, for a SAG, yeah.
I don't know. I was like, my mom was blown away.
And, up there they have way different. Orem is very much, we haven't had it bad at all.
Yeah.
Like, we had to do a weird schedule first term, and I was sick with mono, so I didn't even experience that. But, 1/4 of the school goes every day. It was so confusing, so bad weird. For teachers. It was bad.
It's bad for parents. It was terrible. But, I remember that. Henry was like, this is so dumb.
Well, I had mono. It doesn't even matter. Oregon hasn't had school since a year ago.
Really? I didn't know that.
This band teacher came from Oregon, and he hasn't taught his class in over a year. These kids haven't been in a band class for over a year. At least, I think maybe it's, like, just the band. I don't know, like, what the Oregon lockdown thing is now. Because I feel like school's somewhat probably started to happen, I feel like. But, yeah,
Utah's.
It's insane how, like, privileged, I guess. You know, that really sad. I'm like, wow.
Like, we're privileged to be able to go to school.
Because
yeah.
mainly for me, it was music to be able to do this.
Yeah. That performance. Henry was so excited. It was so cute.
Well, even just in the setting with other musicians.
Yeah. I don't know. It was really cool.
That concert
I haven't
was great.
seen Henry in a concert in like 2 years. I kid you not. So that was really cool.
Yeah, you saw 9th grade. Like, 9th grade to 11th grade. Hopefully there's a big difference.
Yeah, you were really good.
Was
and
there
you were
a
really
big
excited.
difference?
Yeah, and it was really cute. I loved it. Yeah, it's crazy. Utah's lifting their mask mandate.
That seems way too rushed, but I get
right?
that. We have a Republican. Our government's Republican.
Yeah.
It's no. We're just like Texas, but Mormon.
Well, the mayor or whatever was like, I want to be able to be in parades on the 4th of July. And I was like, then why are you doing this? But I don't know. It's because everybody's getting vaccinated.
No, yeah, I think things are clearing up, right?
I feel like
Texas,
we should have waited till June.
The mask mandate in Texas is gone. You know, the world's kind of
but
coming back.
I feel like Texas is such a big state. It's going to skyrocket.
Well, it's Texas. Yeah, that was a big news thing because
that was huge,
people were like...
I'm still personally going to wear my mask.
And I'm wondering about the high schools because I feel like the high schools
schools are required still to wear masks.
Okay, so frankly, this isn't going to affect me at all.
Yeah, it's not.
Because I'm used to wearing a mask for
you're
5
allowed
hours
to go
a day, constantly.
You're allowed to go to like Walmart and like stores without masks, but like in school, you have to wear them. Okay. Which I think is good because it's kids around each other all the time. In a close setting.
Yeah, but the studies show, at least where we live, COVID doesn't really spread actually through like the high school I go to. It doesn't really. That's not where most of the people get sick because everyone's wearing masks. Frankly, it's kind of unrealistic to actually spread COVID to someone in a high school where everyone's wearing masks. You get out of high school, you get together with your friends, you don't wear masks, and then that's where it spreads.
Yeah.
That's what the studies have shown. So.
Yeah.
It's the mask in high school does, but still it's good that's still happening.
No, yeah. I was talking to my mom and I was like, just to make me feel comfortable.
And
I'm still gonna wear my mask.
I'm wondering how long people will be wearing masks. Like, in China it's totally normal for different reasons because pollution, but.
They've been wearing masks for a while. I forgot about that.
That's why they did so great. They've been completely normal for so long. Like, so long. So weird. Like, so long.
Australia and New Zealand haven't had cases in the longest time.
Yeah,
good for them.
South Korea, are they thriving? They got rid of it, like, forever ago, dude. Because America was horrible. We went to, like, worse than Italy levels. And Italy was one of the original places that was, like, flipping the balls out. Like, that was bad, yeah.
Well, I'm excited for people to get vaccinated. I'm still a little sketched about it. I don't know. I'm kind of nervy, but...
Yeah, we both got COVID. Apparently 40% of Americans have some sort of COVID, like, immunity or something. Yeah. I don't know.
I think my mom had it.
Really? Mm-hmm. My mom thinks she had it because COVID... It's crazy. Apparently, it was here, like December.
Yeah, it was.
That's insane.
Yeah, when I first started working at Journeys, there were people who were like, we got it before quarantine even started.
Well, by then it was like already here, but like December, November, because that's when the world was fine.
We got it in like December or January, and I was like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know. Me and you had an immunity for a few months, but now it's like our immunity's...
I don't know anything about how long that lasts, but everything I've heard...
That lasts a few months.
Yeah.
So...
I haven't done any new research about
everybody's
it,
like, I feel like I don't need to wear a mask because I already had COVID. And I was like, you can get COVID.
Yeah, I don't know what dumb intellectual people you're talking to that are saying that, but they're dumb and
Everyone
not
says that.
intelligent.
Everybody on Facebook says that too. That's what my mom said.
Facebook is a bunch of...
There's
it's
a reason why I
Facebook.
don't have it.
Yeah. Of course, everyone on Facebook is saying
I
that.
don't know.
That's no surprise.
My mom's like coworker is like that. She's like, I had COVID and it wasn't even that bad. Me and Henry had a mild case of COVID and I was miserable.
No, it was, yeah, for sure miserable. Mono was for sure a lot worse.
Yeah.
Like, I frankly can't even compare them. COVID was like a cold compared to my mono. Truly. But that's not to undermine COVID because people die from
People
it.
are dying.
We're just young children, so
Yeah.
there wasn't too much of worry.
My
I was
second
really worried,
cousin's
though.
husband's wife just passed away. Ex-husband's wife just passed away. Well, she passed away actually from her second vaccine, they think. Because she died 4 days after getting it, which is kind of scary.
How old was she?
30.
Oh.
30-something. 40?
So they don't know why she died?
They're doing an autopsy to see what it was. So that they can, like, do more studies on the vaccine and stuff like that. But my friend's boyfriend's grandpa passed away from COVID. It's just very real. It's scary. And it's miserable for the people who have to go through that. And the families. It just makes you sad.
Well, it's not everyone goes through it. We're all affected by COVID-19. COVID-19.
Corona, everybody. That's so crazy to me that it's been a year. That's nuts.
Coronavirus. Coronavirus. See, but I like went to school before. I like did stuff. And then I was suddenly, boom, nothing.
I did stuff.
Oh.
My...
You didn't go to school.
Yes, I did. Before COVID? Yes, I did.
You went to school?
Yes.
And then school stopped because of COVID? And then you stopped going to school? You stopped going to school a long time before COVID.
Not a long time.
A long time.
I
remember it was...
What was I saying? Oh, my immune system's really bad. And so when COVID first hit, like, literally my mom was like, you cannot hang out with anyone. It was so miserable. So miserable. And then finally, when me and Henry started dating, my mom was like, you guys can hang out. And then I started being able to hang out with other people.
Yeah, because she made a special exception because she was trying to get us to date. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah, that was it. And there was all
That's
this...
OP if you ask me.
There's all this gross tension. Disgusting. Sexual tension. Ooh. Not sexual tension. Maybe
That's too sus.
Maybe a bit, but...
More just like, oh, I really like you.
That sounds a little... Yeah, that sounds sus.
Romance in the air. Don't do that.
Cringe romance. Begin a relationship. Cringe.
Oh, our relationship? This one?
Yeah.
No.
I thought about it.
No,
I thought about
why
it.
did you do that?
No, it wasn't
We
cringe.
were so excited.
We were just figuring it out, you know. I feel like we've just grown. And so probably it's natural to be like, we were plebs. And like, why were we so awkward in photos? Why did we sit in your bed and do nothing so much? Or just make out? I guess it was fun and stuff.
No, we've definitely evolved.
Yeah. It's like I haven't sat... Your bed is symbolic. I haven't been in your bed in so long. It is symbolic.
That's what I like doing more
of growth and growing up.
Yeah, I like doing more stuff.
Yeah, back then we just didn't do stuff.
Yeah. So that's good. That's on our side.
What, doing stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, doing stuff is good.
We're going to prom! We're going to talk about dances.
Talk about it. It's more your thing.
Like he's talking about like high school experience or whatever. So, Henry asked me to the first like high school dance I'd ever been to in September for homecoming. Literally so magical, so fun. And then we did Sweethearts in last month, February. Also great. I loved it very much. And he set up this really cute, like, Valentine's dance in the basement, and it was so
I'm the
precious.
best boyfriend in the world, and
You
no
are.
one can deny that because that is the most Chad gamer move any dude can do.
There were, like, flowers and candles and lights. It was so cute, and I loved it. Streamers, yeah, so cutie. And I was like, we about to switch it up a bit. Because I don't go to school, so I don't have school dances to ask my boyfriend to. And so me and my best friend are putting on a prom. And I asked him to it in a really cute way, I will say.
So prom is a guy's choice dance.
Yeah.
So really it made no sense. She asked me, here's what should have happened.
I don't think you would have asked me.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah. So.
But let's say, like, I would. Well, no, it doesn't even matter because I couldn't have. Orem High will not let any guests.
I know.
So.
I don't think any high school is.
Well, I don't know about any other one. I just know about Orem. So when you say, you wouldn't even invited me. That's
No, like,
dumb.
we wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah, because there's nothing to do. I can't bring you.
We are renting out an Airbnb, and we're gonna do prom.
So we're going to some guy's house, essentially, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's apparently a hot tub, and we're in a group with a girl and
with
her,
one of my best
date.
friend and her boyfriend. It's gonna be their first time meeting. But we're going to the aquarium, and we're making each other dinner.
I hate the whole,
What? Like, it's your first time meeting, Matt.
Yeah, it's such BS.
What?
It is BS. Preference, no beef. Like, the group part of it was, like, fun and, like, content. But at the same time, it's like, oh my gosh. It's like, I don't want to click with any of you. You know, I know that I won't. Maybe I'm just stuck up, but I'm not that kind of person.
Oh, it's calm. It's just me and my best friend.
Yeah, which makes it somehow, like, worse, really.
Who else would we bring?
Well, I'm not saying we bring anyone else. Yeah, there's no one else. Anyways, but the girl, Jillian's best friend, she was really excited about the rooms, like the bedrooms in the Airbnb. And you can imagine what will happen there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that was on her mind. Camera.
Yeah, I'm really excited, and it's expensive, so I need to come up with some money fast.
So are you and Lily, like, double paying for it?
Yeah, we're halving it. We're halving everything. And it took a really long time for us to find where we wanted to do it. We wanted to rent out a venue so we could have a bigger prom. And we were going to have a bigger prom, but a lot of Airbnbs won't allow parties, which is, like, valid. Like,
Yeah,
who would want? Yeah.
especially a bunch of high schoolers.
Yeah.
On prom night, like, is this a joke? Like, yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm not in the planning process of this at all, which I'm thankful for because, like, I don't want to look for some Airbnb. I want to pay for an Airbnb, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is all.
On me.
Well, and Lily.
And Lily. I ordered my dress.
It's cute.
Thank you. And it probably is I don't want to say my favorite dress. I honestly have liked all my dresses that I have worn to our dances. But this one is really pretty, and I'm excited. And I'm getting it tailored to fit me right, so I'm excited.
Well, like your mom is sewing it?
My mom can't sew.
So
Can your mom sew?
Yeah, your mom could totally sew your dress for free.
Your mom could?
Those, like, flappy things?
What fluffy thing?
Isn't that what you're talking about? Like,
I need this part right here taken in, so making it tighter.
okay, maybe that's a little advanced.
Yeah. Well, Lily's
thought-
aunt's gonna do it for free, probably.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. I'm so excited! And I'm going to get Henry a matching bow tie. Because I wanted to do that for Sweethearts, and then Lily did it for her boyfriend. And I was like, I really want to do that for Henry. Not because Lily did it, because I was going to do that for Sweethearts, and I didn't. And I feel like...
And now that Lily's doing it, that made you do it. That gives you the idea of doing it.
Again.
Yeah, so it's like...
If you don't want it, we don't have to do it. But
if you want to pay for a bow tie and give it to me, and I don't have to pay for it, I'll, of course, take a free bow tie.
Henry loves bow ties. It's so cute.
Yeah, I don't really go to church anymore because there's not really church to go to exactly.
It's like 30-minute,
Yeah, there's a quick little thing, but that hasn't ever happened. So, I haven't worn a suit in a formal setting like church or besides a dance, for so long. Teddy P doesn't count because that's Teddy P.
That's for photo shoots and stuff.
Yeah, so it's just kind of great.
If you guys don't follow Teddy P, what are you doing?
Yeah, let's talk about Teddy P.
Let's talk about Teddy P. Let's segue into that because I think that's very important to talk about.
Teddy P is hip.
Teddy P is hip.
I need to get Teddy P sustainable, and I need to figure out...
Teddy P is Henry.
I need to figure out a way to get money off of Teddy P. Because if I can just spend my life doing music and creating a community of people that will listen to it...
His account has grown a lot, though.
No, but because of me, look. I stopped at 1,000. It hasn't grown since. So it doesn't really matter if I'm forcing growth. It's not natural. And there's been really low natural growth.
Guys, my boyfriend's very talented, and if you aren't following him, you should follow at Teddy_P on Instagram. Okay, follow Teddy P, but also Through the Nebula, coming out March 26, 2021. You can pre-save it right now. Through the Nebula. Mark your calendars. I've spent so much time making my 2 tracks for this album. It is unbelievable. And get ready, because it is a great album. Guys, I'm excited. I put it on my calendar.
Jillian's going to listen to it.
I am. Guys, I have been listening to these tracks as he's been editing them, and they are so good, and you better get excited. You best be getting excited because he's been spending so much time, and they sound so good, and I'm so proud of him. I marked my calendar when they had their first day, and then they changed it. But I've been stoked.
It went to 30th, to 20th, to now 25th, and now there is a big problem.
Isn't it the 26th?
Sorry, 26th, yeah.
Okay.
The album cover...
It's spelled wrong.
Yeah, it's spelled wrong, but it's this crazy anomaly where it doesn't really look like it's spelled wrong. But imagine...
Because your brain just reads it.
So the thing that's spelled wrong is through. But it's spelled Trough, which is some other word like tro or whatever. Through, it's just so weird. So we ordered the album cover from this Egyptian dude on Fiverr or something for $15. He's going to fix it. But DistroKid requires 4 weeks preferably to process and get this thing to stores. There is not 4 weeks. There is 2 weeks. One week in 6 days. And then if I have to re-put in the album cover, which I will, that could be 2 more days of this guy adding a single age. I'm worried that this won't get to stores in time, process in time. And with last album, July 4th, it was hectic and chaotic. You were mad at me. We got in a fight at midnight, and I had to just figure out this album. She's sitting there just mad at me, but I'm like, I can't go home because it's midnight. I have to make sure this album's good. And the release didn't really work. There were some parts of it that were dodgy, and I had to figure that out, and it was just a mess. So I don't want that, but... Yeah, anyways, blah, 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 blah. This is more for my podcast stuff, so we'll end it there. But if you want to listen to my podcast, link in description.
Through the Nebula by Timecube.
Yeah. And Timecube is a group of musical artists, and they consist of a guy named Ken, and that's not his real name, a guy named Perfect Fifth, and a guy named David Zimmerman.
And
otherwise,
Pollei.
oh yeah, otherwise known
as Teddy P.
Teddy P and Sunny D. But yeah, that's for my own podcast.
So are you releasing an EP with
There's no EPs.
Not with Davis or anything.
Oh, Davis is releasing stuff, yeah. And it'll be like
Featuring Teddy P.
You know, it'll be fun.
I'm excited. And that stuff sounds really good too.
His stuff is great. For how long he's been making stuff, he has so much. He's using his, but like, it's great. He's great. And he has all the gear. He has the speakers, which I don't have. I can't mix on these pieces of crap. I can't. But I have to. He has studio monitors. If you're an audio person, you're like, well, if you're not, okay. But yeah, that's...
So I'm excited.
That's some just fun future stuff, you know, here and there.
Mark your calendars. March 26th.
March 26th. Be there, be square.
Or be square.
Yeah. Yeah. But what are you doing with your future savers? But like, got any big gigs?
I don't have any big gigs.
You gotta get some big gigs, because soon you're gonna be 18. And...
Me and Henry, Henry's gonna be recording some covers for me soon, so that should be exciting.
Yeah. We want to do that
and
today,
some YouTube
maybe
videos.
not. Maybe another day, but...
Yeah. So I do want to start uploading more consistently.
On your channel?
Yeah.
And that's linked in all of our social platforms are linked in the description.
Linked in description.
Yeah.
But
if you're listening to this on YouTube, continue.
So that is very exciting. I have been practicing. I think I'm feeling good. And I've been finding more things that make me happy. Buying more plants, getting the serotonin levels up. Yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay not being happy. I think that is a skill that needs to be learned, is going through life not being happy. Let me explain, because that sounds so stupid.
I know how to live without being happy, but I think
it's important. I think that is important.
Baby, I think it's still important.
To be happy, that is way more important, but sometimes there's not time to be happy.
You're right.
I'm going to be honest with you.
This year is a good example.
Yeah. I've had to just last term, I think that was this term was a lot better.
I literally hated.
But that was just accepting that I'm not happy with my life. I hate everything that I do. I don't have time to do anything I want to. And as a musician, that's hard, because if you miss one day of practice, you feel it.
That, time, we hung out, maybe twice a week at most. And it's for small periods of time. It was terrible. But that happens. And
it's like... there's sometimes where you have to get it done, and you can't.
Yeah, and prioritize those things.
It's about prioritizing. I've time management. There's time management, but what I've learned to realize, the priority management is so much more important, because there's only a certain amount of time. Even if you're great at managing it, you only have a certain amount. You need to know what your priorities are.
That's important at that time.
That is so important.
Yeah.
And I still suck at it.
You're a lot better than most people.
There's being productive, but then everyone has done this. Okay, so let's procrastinate. I don't want to do my math homework. But sitting on social media doesn't feel good. Let's clean the kitchen. Now, that is not inherently not productive. That is great. But you're just randomly cleaning the kitchen to fill up time. Yes, it's productive, but it's not just what you need to get done. And everyone does this. And honestly, I've totally done that.
I do that.
Because it's okay, I'm doing something, but you truly just need to look in yourself and be
just get it done, man.
What do I actually need to get done right now, even if it's hard? And not delay it by doing some other important, but a lot less important thing.
Henry Pollei, everyone.
Easier said than done.
That's pretty good. That was good.
No, I'm just trying to...
No, I know. You have good life advice. That was good.
Yeah, but it's all about doing it. Doing it's the hard part.
It is.
This weekend is... I want to make a music... Well, I want to make a music video.
That's exciting, though.
Which is pretty hard.
Guys, Henry is doing a lot. I'm very proud of him.
I've been feeling recently too stretched out. Maybe I'll talk about this on my normal podcast. But
also Teddy P.
doing too many things, you learn how to do all those things, but not great. Let's say I got the saxophone, didn't know anything about music, spent like 3 years straight just like boom, sax. Damien Keys shared this analogy with me, but if you start out violin, sax, clarinet, piano, bass guitar, it's going to take you so long to do anything, and you won't really get anywhere if you're learning all of those at once. You know, I understand. Sometimes I feel like I could concentrate my time into one thing more better, but then then it's like, oh, I'm missing out on all this other stuff. So it's just this hard balance.
It's hard,
I don't know
yeah.
how to deal with it. I don't think there really is a way to deal with it. I think that's just what happens, especially being like a high schooler. You
Yeah,
have,
I
like,
was like,
school
you're a
and stuff.
student, so.
There's a lot of crap to do, naturally. Anyways, enough of me. Who cares about being productive? We're teenagers. Being productive's dumb.
Alright.
She thinks I never flirt with her.
I don't.
Every single time I tickle her,
He's flirting.
yeah.
I think you should come with me to get my nails done next time.
Maybe. Last time it was like end of term, I couldn't, but yeah. Maybe. But yeah, that's life, man.
That's
next
us.
podcast next month. We missed last month. I'm annoyed.
And I'm so sorry.
I marked this in my 2021, things to do. Every
Henry
2
and
weeks,
Jill.
I try and record a podcast. Every month, I try and get Henry and Jill. Every single month, I create, mix, and master an original song. And the 2 tracks I did for Time Cube, I've counted. And then I did this other, whatever. We're good with that. But yeah, it was just something that we missed, which is sad. Maybe we can do 2 podcasts this month. Maybe.
I'd like that.
Maybe not. We'll see.
It's jazz.
It's improvised.
Well, guys,
We'll update you about prom. I don't know if I said that, but
we will.
about all the fun.
I don't know. Thank you. I'll probably record a lot of it, actually. I've thought about it. I feel like that'd be fun.
I should record
Record
it.
some.
I want to record it. You don't record it.
I need something for my YouTube. Would you record it for my YouTube?
I will record everything for you because I've thought about it.
Okay,
And
okay.
I'm the owner of Club Water, babe.
Henry is a really good Instagram boyfriend.
I
and
love documenting everything.
He takes pictures of me. He not only records my videos, he occasionally edits my videos. Really, you're really awesome and I love you.
Thank you. You're really awesome. I
He's
love you
cool.
more.
Because he's just really supportive and does everything he can to make me be successful. And I love you.
That's what any boyfriend should do.
Should do, and if you don't have that, get out. And on that note,
No, if you don't have that,
no, I'm saying
appreciate the time because you have so much free time because she takes up so much time and I love her, but appreciate the time you have. And don't be sad you aren't in a relationship. It's a cliche, but focus on yourself.
No, I'm saying if you're in a relationship and they don't treat you right.
Yeah, something's up, man. Yeah. Communicate to them about it.
But if you're not in a relationship, don't rush into it. Well, guys.
This is the end.
That's a wrap.
My beautiful friend. Bye.
Bye.